Did you hear about the meta of Hirstamil? Apparently, Opo-Opo's crept into her stores and made off with her Muntui beans. Ordinarily, Opo-Opos wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste. But food has become scarce of late. What are Muntui beans natto beans? Makes sense. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see Demeta so dispirited. Track down those thieving Opo-Opos and recover the Muntui beans. Told 6 bags were taken, all told. Demeta is well respected by the women of First Mill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. First Mill lies just to the north of here. You're likely to run into Opo-Opos on the way. With luck, you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. Yeah, I mean, I can play a lot of games and find enjoyment in them, but the one thing that pretty reliably gets me to just give up on playing a game is if I'm not allowed to play it, because it just keeps crashing. Stop throwing things at me. Oh, that's that done. This region's pretty important later. Well, was important at one time. Well met, traveler. Yeah, Chocobo Keep. Unlocked. I ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hirsmill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. House ain't a large community, and we've hardly any fighting folk. So there's always a need for battle-savvy types, what with all the beasties lurking hereabouts. Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, my computer was starting to struggle a little bit last night with having 3 Twitch streams open. Depending on the level of the graphics card, you can really start to run into concurrent things happening. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. Buggers driving our patrols to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen Storms, we'd know ye for a friend. I do a lot of my Twitch watching at work. Don't tell my work. Actually, my work kind of knows. I'm sure they have an idea. They don't care. So, like, I watch on a tiny phone screen with it in theater mode. And so all of my watching is just completely separate. Theater mode is fantastic, but you have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? No, I need you to head into the forest and pick a glimshroom for me. You haven't the faintest idea what a glimmshroom is, do you? Glimmshroom is the common name for a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescence. What did you say? A glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There is a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across. The brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest glimmshrooms for myself. But there is a small matter of XIV scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. I think there's a way to disable the video in Twitch settings, too, so you can have a chat only. I know you can set it to audio only, but I think there's also a chat only setting. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young man? You have something for me? Yeah. An 8-year-old computer is probably pushing itself to even function, let alone play a game and a video at the same time. Especially if it wasn't built for gaming in the first place. Am I missing bags of Muntui beans? But how? You didn't track down those wretched Opo-Opos, did you? I'd all but given up hope before you arrived. But with these beans, I can make enough Muntui tonic for everyone in Hearst Mill. As long as I have enough microchew leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntui tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. Do you know what? Drained the whole cup in one great gulp, without making so much as a face. Now he grows stronger and braver by the day, nay, the very hour. Either that, or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. That doesn't mean good. Oh dear. If I'm to make this much Muntui tonic, I'll need far more microchew leaflets. Young man, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the microchews outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of Muntui tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients of goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff. Not unless you had microchew leaflets anyway. Apparently the taste and smell are too distracting for some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like an Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Now, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Okay, so we gotta find mushrooms, slace, mage swarms. At some point we gotta find the aphids, and we gotta kill microchews. Well, fortunately, a lot of them are all in the same area. And I am doing my best Saitama cosplay right now. Helped set him 30 levels above the area, and actually properly geared for my level. That's microchews done. That did not want to let me click it, huh? I don't care about fighting these guys. I just want to kill the Mitch swarms. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's a hunt. And it is, strong for level 50. We're not messing with that. There's a Glimshroom, though. Aphid is like way down there. Okay. Hey, whatever works for you, Suli. No need to mess with a system that works. You've done us a kindness and proven yourself capable besides. Take this with Hairstmill's thanks. Ah, before you go, I've thought of something else you could do for us. You mind going to the hedge tree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of XIV pecking around in their vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager. But if they were to lay their filthy hands on hedge tree, well, it don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if she'd head southeast to the hedge tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter any XIV, send 'em packing. Be warned, though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go prepared. And keep your eyes peeled, alright? Yeah, the audio-only option really came out in like the last year. So, I mean, if you've been using Twitch for a while, it's really easy to forget it exists. Remember, people were kind of trolling with it a little bit. Were you able to find the Glimshrooms? Ah, would you look at that glow? Perfect. This will help me fix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To forestall the obvious question, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Huron population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjuring, it doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of the medicine. After all, out here in Hairstmill, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventurers, though, Ah, you're back. Did you manage to find the Miqo'te leaflets I asked for? Let's see. Yes, that's 4. Alright. Ah, such a lovely scent. Now, you gathered only the 4 I asked for, not one more, yes? Oh, I know I shouldn't have to ask, but these days more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. You're rather talkative for not wasting any words. Remember, if you mean to remain within the Twelveswood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and the elementals. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridanian. Why, just the other day I caught him and his friends throwing Muntui beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And all set to give them a memorable scolding, when I noticed they were playing in teams and that my son was reading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't have been proud, but when I saw the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was a born leader. Ah, where was I? Oh, Yes. You see, later that day, I was cooking dinner and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know? I don't like to waste words. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there. Where are you? Okay, but really where? Ah. Are you fighting the Oppo Oppo? Oh. Right, I'm massively overleveled. Slew an Exile, did ye? Bloody birds will think twice before coming near our hamlet. The Exile dwelt in the 12s wood, you know? But long ago they woke the 12 Green Wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when us Gridanians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment what kindled their hatred for us. But I expect I'm born ye. By defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hirsmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask you that you speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us could use a hand, and I can think of none better to assist them. Already helped plenty of people here. Pardon me, good sir. Might you be the adventurer of whom Eadbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment. Never thought of myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me cause to believe otherwise, yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks over which a prouder maid than I would surely spoon, all from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor. And so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Aelbert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, and that I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. That's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of Hirsmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I'm at a loss. I beg of you, good sir, will you not go in my stead? I wish only to be left in peace, but I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. I didn't even do nothing. Literally just standing here. Fate complete. Cool. Aelbert the Lost is gonna get some Saitama treatment. I apparently have a letter for you. All for naught. Give my thanks that you're unharmed, at least. A letter? For me? Dearest Emeria, I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summer of your womanhood, I can restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you in Hirstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. The most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace. And so, if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Albert. Okay. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Archon. His most precious gift. I understand now. But how do you know my favorite flower? Because he's been stalking you, dear. Albert, no, it can't be. Anyway, we must return the presents to their rightful owners. I know it will not erase this Albert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gridania and speak with a woman named Miqo'te? You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that transpired here today. She'll know what to do. Only a little bit, creepy. No, it's fine. He's just watching you in the first summer of your womanhood and knows your favorite flower without ever talking to you, and just can't live if he can't be with you. Please stop romanticizing that crap. Valken. Okay, we're going back this way. Wait, wrong way. It's like up here? Where are you? Ah. Can I not go this? Ah, there we go. There we go. What's that? You have something for me? Ah, aphids from Bodwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, their oil, of course. It is not better for maintaining our weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Bodwine personally, and thanks to you as well, my friend. Ah, Archon, just the fellow. Your efforts on behalf of Treespeak Stables mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, mayhap you would agree to help us in our fight against the XIV? According to reports, XIV scouts have been sighted by the river due west of here. Though that area is uninhabited, it borders Treespeak's stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were to be summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 XIV Dull Talons, 2 XIV Lost Wings, and 2 XIV Slow Beaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. Okay, go to the west, kill the guys, do the thing. Near the river, okay, that's a whole bunch from... Doop 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 doop. Why hit one thing and can hit money things? Giving pound sand an entirely new meaning. Oh, or ground pound, but whatever. It's a bad joke. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have the time to plot our next move. We could muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. I must needs consult with the commander. Let me guess, you have another quest for me? Oh, wow, no?